Good morning, kumusta kasugbo? Lain na sad nga edisyon nato sa atong talk show nga Kumusta kasugbo. This is being handled by our dear friend Rene Ugsimar Borromeo, pero nayayay si Renbor karon, so we're pitching in his behalf. And in this episode sa Kumusta kasugbo, we have with us usa ka bag-o pa lang opisina nga not much people, including myself, nga wa pa jud kayo makaila niining maong buhatan ug unsay gyud role ani niya sa kagamhanan sa dakbayan sa Sugbo. And this is the office that you call by acronym IASO, IASO, which means Internal Audit Services Office. Ug uban nato karon mga kaigsunan akong higala sa pipila na katuig kapinas dekada ang among pagkahigala ani niya. The department head sa maong buhatan, IASO, Attorney Dominic Diño. Attorney, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Cerwin. Thank you for inviting us here, and good morning sa tanang mga viewers sa Facebook page sa Kasugbo.
Sugboanon channel.
Sugboanon channel.
Naapunta sa YouTube. Dungan ang atong livecast sa Facebook ug YouTube. Uban sab nato mga kaigsunan ang duha ka mga luyo-luyo ni Attorney Diño. Ang usa handles operations and the other one handles management. Ang supervisor for the Operations Division sa IASO is Madam Jufrena Tomakin. Jufi. May buntag, Ma'am Jufi.
Yeah, good morning mga kasugbo.
Alright. And gitungan nilang Attorney Diño, ang supervisor sub sa Management Division. She is Mary Jane MJ Esgaña.
Hi, good morning Sir Cerwin, and good morning sa tanang mga kasugbo who is watching us now.
Alright. Niya nakanindot ko dating atong programa ba? Di pareha sa Free TV. Bisag, kuan, kapila balik-balikon, no?
Yeah.
And it's not only in Cebu City ang nagtanaw, munang wingon lang sa tag not only good morning but may adlaw, good day.
Oh, yeah.
Kay even in other parts of the world can access us, no? Who we have interest about what's going on in the city of Cebu, particularly the Cebu City government, through our programs din sa Sugboanon channel. IASO, unsa man ni siyang opisina, Attorney Diño?
IASO, Internal Audit Services. Usa ni ka opisina nag-institutionalize gyud sa karaan nga opisina nga gitawag og Internal Control Office.
Okay.
Mandato to sa Local Government Code. Pero pipilang mga administrasyon ni AGI nakakita sa need to institutionalize not only in the local government but in all government agencies including sa national, kay naa naman sad sila mandated office nga Internal Audit Service. So nadungan lang ta sa tibuok Pilipinas sa pag-implement ani mo nang pag December 2010 ang ordinansa pag-create sa Internal Audit Services Office napasar. So
15 years ago or 14 years ago.
Yeah.
14 years ago. Unya, I believe ani undergo ni siya sa staffing requirement niya, somehow nahimong functional ang opisina katong panahon nga naanay mga internal auditors nga na hire as permanent internal auditors sometime in 2018. Ang ako mga kauban nag-unaman ako, I think they can tell nga kanus agad na fully functional ang atong opisina.
Okay, for better understanding sa atong mga nagtanaw ba ni atong programa, how is internal audit compared to audit in terms of accounting? Parehara ba na sila or asa man sila dapit nga nagkalahi, asa sila dapit bukros? Who could explain among our ladies here?
Okay,
Ma'am MJ.
The difference is that ang pre-audit sa accounting, sir, is transactional audit. So that is to check if each transaction has the complete supporting documents and also accurate. Mao na siya ang ilahang objective in order to ensure po na the validity of the transaction. Pero kami, ang internal audit, we focus on the systems and procedures of the different departments because our objective is to help the department in improving the systems and procedures of the services of that particular department. So we help them by recommending courses of actions. Yes.
So tuyog tumong niini para ang every buhatan, every office in the city government would be effective and efficient in their procedures.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Okay. Unsa may mandate yun, Ma'am Jufy, aning IASO?
Mandate.
Okay, I'm asking that because
Yes.
kanang yung kag internal affairs, ang pulis, nasad sila internal affairs. Pare-pareho ba niya ang mandato or how is it different?
Ang mandate namo is kanang to review. So based atong sa mga legal basis of pag-create sa IASO, so ang functions nato mo pag-review or evaluate the systems, the process sa mga buhatan sa gobyerno. And then naapod tayo to mo serve pod me as kanang give recommendations to the LCE or to the mayor based on sa mga audit, unsay maayo nga mga unsay like sa unsay mga kulang or need nga internal control sa pag-perform sa services. Kay ang internal control dili naman siya ang audit sa internal control is focus man siya sa tanan, dili lang sa management, sa financial, kundi sa processes sa tanang services. And then naapatay function na
Yeah, actually talking about functions, we will be discussing also that.
Okay, based on your organizational chart, no. But before that, never mind na. Wag tang ko sa muna no. You have an organizational structure that we could present. Kinsa may maka-explain ani. Okay, there you are.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So we are of course headed by our department head. We have here Attorney Dominic Diño and Assistant Department Head. Currently per plantilla is Ma'am Emma Villarete, although currently he is assigned at the budget office. And then there are two divisions, the management audit and the operations audit.
Okay.
So the management audit will conduct management audit of the different departments and offices, and operations audit will also conduct the operations audit of the identified departments. To explain that further, we will be discussing what are the difference of these two.
Yeah.
But in any way, we also have the monitoring and evaluation unit, and that is tasked to monitor and evaluate if the recommendations that we make in our OTT departments are implemented or not. So they will be making a report on that. And then we also have the administrative support staff who are taking in charge of our payroll, the HR matters.
Okay, so si Miss MJ mo ni nag-handle aning management
audit. Yes.
Unya si Ma'am Jufy kaning operations audit. Kinsa man sa monitoring and evaluation unit?
si Miss Beth.
Si Miss Beth Deves.
Beth Teves. Okay. Unsa may mga ma-explain nato further ang mga functions aning atong mga different divisions?
Yeah.
Do we have nabata ni sa PowerPoint ninyo?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Kana siyang is the functions of the whole department, the entire department. So we advise the local chief executive or the sangguniang panglusod on all matters relating to the management and operations control of the executive or legislative branches. So mo ang pinaka main function na mo. So therefore, when we conduct an audit, we give our report to the local chief executive in case of the audit for executive departments and for the legislative to the sanggunian. So
Okay.
that's it. And
Naghisgot tag internal audit. Unsa man yun ning internal audit, Ma'am Jofi?
Internal audit. Okay. It's an evaluation of the system
Can we show
or the
PowerPoint, please?
process within the office or a department. If they are compliant with, it's a review and appraise systems and procedures, organizational structures, asset management practices, financial and management records, reports, and performance standards of the LGU.
Attorney Diño, unsa man ang role sa IASO sa kaning gitawag sa government system nga ICS, Internal Control
Control
Systems,
Systems.
which was the old name of the office in Cebu City, di ba? ICO. Unsa man ang
ato
role
nang-
ni IASO?
Yeah, ang ICO was kind of an internal control system itself on the financial aspect. So, kining IASO karon is tasked to review or identify all internal control systems present in the organization. Kay every department has its own internal control system.
Okay.
Mo na nga under sa guidelines sa Internal Audit Services for LGU sa manual, we are supposed to conduct the baseline assessment of all internal control systems. The way I understand it is aron map out nato ang process sa entire organization asa dapita ang nag-coordinate, nag-collaborate in terms of systems or makita sa nato ang redundancies in the systems which might be the cause of delays. But the baseline assessment is yet to be done. But what we are doing in our audit right now sa atong internal control systems is based on the risk. Kinsa nga department nga taas og risk. So we schedule the evaluation as to determine the proper internal control
Unsa
systems.
man yung mga department nga tagas og mga risk? Engineering? Ano man?
It was the
okay.
planning.
so,
Treasury gid.
yeah. Nag-conduct ng strategic planning before. So, ang amo ang na-come up is ang OSCA. So, mao nang amo ang focus sa audit karong tuiga. And then, the
Unsa man akong
What else?
buhi o patay ba? Kaya I heard of tale
Yeah.
stories nga about na-release pero hagbay na ni Panaw.
Yes.
Apil na kita.
appeal na siya sa
Okay.
ato ang tan-awon. And also, inyuha is
We audited the cash receipts division of the City Treasurer's Office.
and also the DSWS. So, we are done with that also.
Ang amo ato was wala mini audit the whole department because if we take up the whole, daghan kayo ang services considering sa mo to ang gi-agree during sa time nga the risk-based assessment dili na mo makaya ang the whole department, so we decided na we choose specific service nila sa office. So mo tong ang cash receipts division kay mo na considering dako na kayo ang scope manggod. And then we also audited the planning office.
City planning.
Unsa may audit sa city planning? Himo-himo ra na sila plano.
Actually, ang among audit is kanang we look into how they perform their services in accordance with their mandates sa office.
Yeah, their mandates and functions.
Okay.
So tanaw na mo ilang mga palisiya, internal policies, mandates sa office kung ang pag-perform nila in accordance ba ana. So diha engage, diha ang
The offices like treasurer,
Yeah.
accounting, wa ba na sila ilang kaugalingong auditor? Or kamo ang mo audit? How does it work?
You mean the auditor of the systems?
Oh, okay. Di ba?
For the systems,
accounting
yeah.
ka, nam, yung kay post kuan audit,
Pre-audit sa accounting.
pre and post, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naa sila ilang kaugalingon or
For-
mo na ang inyong role?
For the kuan gyud sir, for the compliance to laws and regulations na atay COA, mag-audit man na sila sa financial matters, so financial statements. So that covers CTO and accounting. But also kami, we conduct our independent kuan pod audit on the systems and procedures. So actually sa sila Ma'am Jufrey nakakonduct na sila sa Treasurer's Office mo tong Cash Receipts Division. Kami sa accounting pod, we are conducting an audit now.
Unsa may inyong gitan-aw?
Ang amo is ang process sa pre-audit division.
Like ang mura ba og imong sabton ang internal audit is kana bitang among tan-awon sundon ang flow nila sa service, how they perform. So detailed siya. Detailed kaayo na audit, na evaluation sa pagsugod nila og perform, like ang laktod na lang nga. Kayo ang office usually wala sila ready na nga mga flowcharts sa ilang services. So with the help of the flowchart, kana siya ang maka-guide namo, ma-determine sa auditors kung ang pag-perform nila maayo ba, sakto ba, with internal controls ba, or kulang, or so makita man sa results sa ilang actions. So with the flowchart, so diha ang difference with the accounting. Because ang accounting is they do sa pre-audit pa ng ilaha.
Per transaction.
Yeah, per transaction audit or financial audit. So ang internal audit is on the system, how they process, how they perform the services.
Kung napabrika pa ta, ang inyong gitanaw, pag-source sa raw materials,
Yes.
pag-abot sa raw materials,
Yes.
pag-distribute sa different sections sa production
Yes.
line,
Yes.
kung naabot ba in every production
Yeah.
line, seamlessly, so that igabot ito sa assembly, magdungan sa sila dito,
Yeah.
kaya di makapadayon, kaya usa diri ka production line, hinay, so mooni
Yes.
ang internal.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Exactly.
Okay. Dili ng kanang numero sa accounting.
Yeah, though maapil gyapon naman na siyang tan-aw.
Yes.
So ang scope na mas dapat.
Which brings me to the idea of kuan ba kay I was involved way back in between 1999 to 2001 when the provincial government of Bohol, I was working then with the USAID project na ni-adapt ang province of Bohol o kana environmental lang to, no? Environmental management system. And they really went through the process of documentation, unsay flow, etc., etc. And they eventually was the first LGU in the Philippines that earned the certification sa ISO 14001. Now, this is not EMS yet. Will your office also perhaps incorporate the systems and procedures and the disciplines of ISO 9001, which is Quality Management System? Attorney Diño, sir?
Yes. Insofar as certification from ISO, insofar as in the Internal Audit Services is concerned, it is a proof of quality service.
Yeah, kung makuha ang certification.
Yes.
But I understand, like na-mention man good ninyo earlier nga kanang wa gani flow,
Yeah.
no? And I think the
ISO.
ISO 9001 or the quality management, ay unya na sa itong certification,
Yeah.
the quality management system already defines
Yeah. Yes.
the systems and procedures, not just within the department, but even in every kind of down to the last section, no? And such procedures are defined, and
Yes.
the procedure there takes maybe more than a year, no, or if not
Yeah.
months,
Yeah.
to do the documentation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's correct. Insofar as our role is concerned, it's merely recommendatory because we don't involve to development of systems.
Okay.
But we recommend, we can pinpoint what type of systems can be considered. So that's
But
why
kinsa man nga
that's
po?
why we recommend to the mayor.
The chief executive.
Yeah,
Okay.
the mayor just like in any LGUs, they have a separate unit for strategic management. Para nako, it's the role of planning. It's the role of planning to develop systems, to adopt systems of international standards, and to make sure that's applicable to that particular department, because not all standards somehow may be applicable to all, although the international standards for quality management is general man gina siya.
Yes.
That's basic, but it's still up to the chief executive as to his direction. Asa the way I understand it is ang direction sa mayor, he wants to be compliant with the SGLG,
Which is, what does
the
that
Seal of Good Local Governance.
mean? Okay.
Nga
Nanitangtanan.
yeah, we get envy with other LGUs nga mas gamay pa nato nga compliant.
Masayon, masagudang gamay. Kasi,
Correct. So somehow it's one direction that we may consider in our audit that will guide the departments na labi na ang ilang role is critical factor sa SGLG, so we will make recommendations for them to make sure it's compliant with that criteria. Kay ma-facilitate man namo ang direction pod sa usa ka department.
Okay, so this seal system, nanang ni siya mga templates for
Yes.
procedures for every
Actually,
department?
it's required obligation. It's a program by the DILG. Not only the DILG is requiring such metrics, ang DTI mismo in relation to ease of doing business.
Yes.
Na sila'y cities and municipalities business index, and it will parang it's a competitive advantage. It's a contest. If you are compliant, you get awarded. But as you can see, every flag raising, the mayor focus on excellence, and dapat ma-achieve na tong mga awards. So mindful of that, probably in our next audit plan, kay mo end man ang among 3-year strategic plan next year, kay required man ang among strategic plan every 3 years, so we can make a strategic plan in 2025, a 3-year work plan
Going to 2028.
Yes. So amo nang i-consider siya sa among annual audit plan.
I mean, to be clarified, you would consider like adapting quality management system?
Yeah, all the we will discuss it in our year-end assessment and forward planning. Unsa gay mga systems dapat ma-install na required sa other national agencies.
Okay, I'm not an expert